Hi there, welcome back to Henry's Garage. In this episode we are working on parts from the white TR7, primarily trying to get the rings off pistons 3 and 4, also doing a bit of work on painting up things like the rocker cover and stuff. So a bit of cleaning, bit of painting. Real trouble with the piston rings, but got to there in the end. For about the last 3 weeks I've been really useless. I haven't done anything. Now, I was away for a week, but I really haven't been getting anywhere. So I haven't put the video together yet, but I did try looking at the master cylinder for the clutch on that. I was going to replace the whole lot for the MG. I bought all bits, they're here. I took the master off and found that the union bolt and the hole weren't lined up properly. So I put it all back together and lined it up, put it all back together, stuck it back in. There was no benefit, and I was just so annoyed after that I stopped. I keep meaning to do it, but every time I plan to do it, it's raining. And then I don't get myself in the garage. I still haven't sorted out the Stag. Haven't been driving it because of that. So I've been getting really rough. Anyway, so I'm heading back up to my parents in a couple of weeks, and I want to clean up the parts to take back. And I want to be able to try to get this out to bring that in so that I can do it when it's wet. So, a couple of plans going on. First thing I've done is I have gone through my bits for putting the suspension back on to find out what I need to order. I've got an order list ready, so that's going to go off today. So that would be here next week, hopefully. That will mean I can get the front suspension on here, and then I can pull it out and put a cover on it. And the green TR7 will be out of my way so I have room in the garage. So that's one thing we're going to do. We're going to concentrate on the white TR7 for this episode though. And we're going to clean up some parts. So I bought myself a parts cleaner. I've got some carburetor cleaners to go in it. Now it says here 10 parts water to 1 part of carburetor cleaner. So we're going to give that a go now. So we've got pistons number 3 and 4 here. I know they're not quite submerged, but we'll flip them over halfway or something. I mean, I probably should have taken it all apart, but we're going to do that. So 3 and 4. We're going to stick the lid on, turn it on at the back. Right. So I don't know what temperature to do it at, so we're going to start it fairly slow, and it shows it for 28 minutes. So we're going to go with 15 minutes and just run like that for now. Now, why have I got... Okay, so even though the temperature's not up, it's starting anyway. All right, well, we'll have a look at it after 15 minutes. We'll see how it looks, and then we'll go from there. Okay, this probably finished about 10 minutes ago. I got caught chatting with the neighbours, so I think that might have fallen off a bit. But let's have a look. Okay, well, one side to the other. I don't really see much difference at the moment. We're going to just stick it back in. We'll do it for another half hour, 15 minutes, and then we'll see what it looks like at the end of that, and hopefully that will start to get us to where we want to be. Now, while that's going on, I'm just setting up over here my electrolysis bath. So it's all set up. I just need to connect it up now, and then we will clean off. We've got the pulley, fan belt pulley, That must be an engine mount that goes somewhere, I can't remember where. And we've got the rocker cover. Right, so it only got up to 39 degrees after 15 minutes, so I suspect we're going to need to do this again. But yes, it's still, I mean, that's lukewarm. We are getting some steam out of there now, and it does look a bit more grubby. So what we're going to do is I'm going to turn that temperature up, and I'm going to turn that, look at that, it's clean on that side, definitely. Let's just see what this one looks like. Yeah, that's a lot cleaner on that side, look at that. Okay, good, so I'm going to put it in one more time. I can just see that's down. So I'm going to put it up to 50, 45. And we'll give another 15 and we'll see how we're doing. Okay, so here we have a comparison of number 3 against number 1. Now number 1 was the cleanest when it came out of the engine. We could actually get the rings out. So we can see, I mean, especially in here, you can really see it cleaning it up. It's not quite there yet though. But, oh, that's worrying. I've lost a, oh bloody hell. Hopefully it's come off in there. I've lost a nut. So, what am I going to do? I'm going to try putting in 1 and 2 now. And I'm going to have a look, see if I can get these off. So we'll put 1 and 2 in for, I think, now we've got it up to temperature, probably, well, we'll try 15 minutes again and go from there. I have here piston number 3. I'm going to just try removing the rings. I did find the other bolt, so we've got joining here. So I mean, with these rings, the pistons even, I don't know if the engine's going to need to be boring that, so I don't know if I'm going to actually be using these again. But I don't think that's a reason for not getting these off and cleaning them up. Okay, so that doesn't seem to have really done enough. Yeah, so, you know, so what we're going to do is we're going to finish taking the bits off the engine when I go up there, and then take it to a machine shop and ask them if it needs reboring or if it will be okay just with the skin. If it needs reboring, then that's what we'll do. If it's okay with the skin, that's what we'll do. So I'm wondering if I'm going to have to take them apart to have any chance of getting them cleaned up enough to get these off. They're still quite mucky on the inside. I don't know if I can get the light in there for you, but they're still quite mucky in there, especially number 4. Even though a lot cleaner out here. But I can still see It's caked in along here. You just missed a really exciting 15 minutes of me scraping at piston number 3 and trying to get this ring off. It's still not come off. I took a sharp implement into the crevices and I could see dust coming out. So I'm going to put 3 and 4 back in. Oh, my video camera seems to keep switching off, so I don't know how much of that you got, but this is 1 and 2 have come out, and you can see very much where they were in, so you can see how it's cleaning it up. So it's I guess got a bit to go still, and I do wonder if maybe I do need to take them apart. But look at the line there, so it was in like that. So we can see that it's working. But given I've got those rings off and we haven't got these rings off on 3 and 4, I decided to put 3 and 4 back in, and we'll see how they look when they come out. And I did a bunch of video in of me trying to clean up number 3 and get the rings off, but somehow the video doesn't seem to have captured, so we'll give it another go and then we'll come back. Okay, the rings still haven't come free even though they are cleaner. I've got to go now, so I'm going to empty this out and clean it up. I'm going to spray these with some lubricant and penetrating oil and see if that, and I'm going to put them away and I'm going to come back to them another day. Okay, but rather than pushing it, I'd rather take it slowly and try to get them off without damaging anything. So that's what we're going to do. I've been for a drive in the MG today, just a 5-mile drive, but it's all working. So I can change gear, I can move, so everything is right in the world again. Well, apart from the stag, but I'm feeling good about that. So I'm now going to get on with cleaning the parts for the white Triumph, and we'll follow on what's going on. Okay, I think the first thing I'm going to do, I want to get these cleaner, I want to get these rings off, but I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take heat to them and see if we can burn some stuff out. I don't really have anything to get in there, but I'm hoping that the heat might help loosen up that piston ring. So we'll get it into the vise and we'll see what we can do. Right, so what we got here. So I guess my hope is that it's just kind of corrosion, that it's got stuck in there, but it's stuck in there. Right, I've got that heating up, I think. I'm going to go a bit high today. Actually, we're not going to go as high as 70, we'll try 60. Alright, so I've got that heating up, and then I've taken these parts out of their electrolysis bath. We're going to take a wire wheel to those and see if we can clean them up a bit whilst that's heating up. Right, so these seem to have come out to varying degrees of cleanliness. I think I just need to give this a wipe again. I think I splattered it a bit with some grease as I was cleaning the other bits. But so I've cleaned this off. Inside I've got WD-40, so I cleaned it off with brake fluid in there. Then I've got WD-40 to keep it dry, to keep the water away. Again, this has come up okay. This is a bugger to clean anyway, and hasn't come out as well. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to clean this off again at the top, and then I'm going to tape it up along the bottom here and over there, and we're going to apply rust converter to all of them, and then we'll put paint on them all. I have a whole bunch of parts here which I've forgotten about, which I really want to get cleaned up before I head back up to my parents. So we've got the housing for the water pump, got the water pump itself, and we've got the distributor in there still. So anyway, I've got a whole bunch of stuff here, so I'm going to work through what I want to put in the washer and get cleaned that way. I'll get as much as in there as I can. The other stuff we'll put to the side for now, and we're going to go back to that piston over there. I think we're going to try more heat on it. So what have I read? I've read 3 approaches. One is to stick it in a pan of boiling water, and they should they should expand and come loose. One is to put it in an oven for a couple of hours, same principle. The other is to mix petrol and oil 50-50 together, heat it up really hot with a heat, and then plunge it in that, and that will snap them out. So they're all heat, so I'm going to go back to the torch again. I'm going to look much more carefully this time about if that gap's opening up at all when I'm applying a bit of heat, and if I can get something in there to really prime loose. So that's what I'm going to try today. Right, I've been applying some heat to this and just focusing on the joint here. I don't know if this is in the camera, but hopefully I've got it in view. You can see it's beginning to come loose, so we're going to just work our way a bit further around and see if we can loosen up a bit further around as well. So why was I having trouble getting those rings off? Well, I think partly I was expecting by applying the heat the rings to spring loose, and I guess that's just silly. So, you know, bit of heat, bit of work on it, bit of heat, bit of work on it seems to do the trick fine. So that's a, you know, the heat itself does work. It's just it's not a miracle cure. You then have to work it, and that's what I hadn't been doing. So okay, so with the success of getting those off, I'm going to stop this video here. To get it all cleaned out, I'm going to stick them back in the bath again and get them cleaned one more time. Spray them with WD-40 to make sure they're okay, and pack them up to take back up. I have finished painting a couple of items, and so they're ready to go. But I have a bunch of items which I'd forgotten about, which I also need to tidy up before next week. So next episode I'll be kind of running over those and just trying to clean them all off, and then we'll be at my parents' to do a bit more work on the actual car. So I hope you enjoy the episode, and I'll see you next time.